Understand the only reason why you are aggressive around that man is because he's weak. He's not a real man.
But I wanted to be polite and say, hey, I'm running a little bit late. If you get there before me, grab an outside table. Her response was, are you kidding?
So you won't even be aggressive around a real man. You will literally be resting.
Say if he contacted her every day for that week, right? Now he's come across like a stalker.
Like, I knew things were bad, but like, I really didn't think they could keep getting worse.
Welcome back to More to Life. I'm not going to hold you. Let's get right to it.
When a man says that you are aggressive, understand the only reason why you are aggressive around that man is because he's weak.
Reverse psychology.
He's not a real man. He's not confident.
I will not look for you. I will not pursue you.
He doesn't have a plan. He don't have a future. So of course you're going to be aggressive around him because he's not a leader. You got to lead your own way. What's the point of being with him if you have to still be your own leader? See, real men, they have a plan. They are leaders. They have a future. They know where they are going. So you won't even be aggressive around a real man. You will literally be resting. You will be relaxed. But with a weak man, you will always be stressed. Always wondering what you got to do, what I got to do next. How I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. Because you're not with a leader. He's insecure and he wants to control you because he sees that you could be with somebody else. He see that. So now he wants to say you're controlling, you're aggressive,
I was a lot happier before I knew Dame Edna was a man. A lot happier.
No, you're just pathetic and insecure. That's all.
I could say she's somewhat right, but there's one thing. Most women go into every situation with that mind frame, no matter what it is, no matter if they're not a good follower, right? Because let's keep it real. Most women aren't good followers. It'd be that same girl that's saying that wouldn't be able to follow, wouldn't be able to get down with a man's plan. You know, one of those kind of women that says, I want a guy that makes 100,000. I want to live the soft life, but I don't want to cook and clean. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. She seems like she may fit the bill, right? You see her with the makeup caked on, and I hate to point it back at her, but the way she's talking about men, you know, and I get it. Of course, women naturally don't want a weak man, but still, a lot of women don't fit the bill to be with that guy that could even retire their woman, right? They just don't fit the bill. Like me with my situation, with my wife, right? My wife, I make sure she doesn't work, but also she helps out with my productivity. Big difference, night and day. And that's why guys are just checking out. And not even just with checking out and going overseas, right? Guys are checking out mentally. Guys are checking out in marriage. You already know why that's happening. But yeah, guys. Anyway, let me go on to the next video.
So I got a girl's number. Waited a few days before I texted her. She was happy to hear from me. And made plans to go out. Totally made concrete plans. I verified. Something to the effect of, I'm available, can't wait. 7:30 Friday night. We were going to get pizza, some outside place. You know, I like pizza. I like to try new pizza places, so that'll be fun. So I didn't text her Wednesday. I didn't text her Thursday. We're adults, right? I don't know her. I probably would have blown it anyway. My sarcasm doesn't come across too well in text. So Friday morning, I texted her, happy Friday. She hearted it. To me, everything was good. So I'm on the way to the restaurant, running a little bit behind, just like 5-10 minutes behind. But I wanted to be polite and say, hey, I'm running a little bit late. If you get there before me, grab an outside table. Her response was, are you kidding? I'm like, I could have not said anything and been late and you never would have got mad at me. And then she said, we'll have to reschedule. And I was like, we did say 7:30. I'm literally going to be 8 minutes late. I mean, right? That's not terrible. And she's like, no, you didn't confirm with me this morning. You didn't text me at all during the week. I was like, I didn't say this to her. I'm thinking to myself, I don't think we're supposed to confirm a second time if we already confirmed the first time. I responded to her, I do what I say. And that was all I said. And she hasn't responded yet. But I enjoyed the pizza. It was a good pizza. It was good, and I enjoyed it, and I sat by myself and ate it, and I had a great time. What sucks is I wanted to go to the gym, but I didn't go to the gym, so I'll go tomorrow morning. Anyways, am I the not confirming, or are we supposed to confirm and text during the week? I'm not a freaking 10-year-old girl. I don't text during the week. I have a life and business and work and all that other stuff I have going on. Are we supposed to text? I don't think so. Are we supposed to confirm? Apparently we are, because she didn't think so. And if we are, then I guess. But anyways.
You know what's crazy? You know what's not being shown in this video? This guy comes across as one of those guys that just came out of a marriage for like 15 years, right? Because, I mean, I get the guy. I get what he's saying. He clearly has no clue the way women are nowadays, right? And obviously he's not dating that much. He hasn't dated that much recently, or because he would know this, right? He would know to keep in contact with him, but still, it's weird. It's one of those double-edged swords. You got to keep in contact, and then you can't be in contact too much. So say if he contacted her every day for that week, right? Now he's come across like a stalker, especially if she's getting attention from other guys. It's the game. You got to play that game. When you deal with women in other places, you don't have to play that game. And there are some women back home who don't play that game. He just got the wrong one. But nowadays, most women are playing an emotional game. You got to be in and out. It's like double dutch. You're like this, the whole relationship. You waiting to jump in, waiting to say this, waiting not to say this, waiting to, and when it's like that, it's too exhausting, man. It's too exhausting. And he's old school. I'm old school. But you know what, though? I'm not old enough to have understood that women play games in the date market when they're out there looking. And this is one of those games they play. It's true. If you're a man and you're going to stay around in the States, you got to brush up on dating. You got to play games. You even got to buy books, right? To know from guys that are out there doing it. I mean, it's wild. But who wants to do that? But anyway, let's go on to the next video.
So for those of you that know my story, buckle up, I have an update. And for those of you that don't know my story, buckle up because I got a story for you. So long story short, for whoever doesn't know, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me and got the girl pregnant that he cheated on me with. And I didn't find out until she was like 4 months pregnant and we were still dating. We, of course, broke up though. So recently, as in this morning, I found something else out. And you know, like when you're going through a breakup and new things just keep coming up throughout however long you're broken up. For me, it's been 9 months and I am still finding things out, which is literally terrible. So to cut to the chase here, last year, him and I went to Spain. This was his idea. He invited me to come there because he was there doing some work and he literally flew me out there. Come to find out this morning, he had this other girl there in Spain right before I got there.
Crazy.
So of course I'm sitting here like bamboozled because I'm like, what? So we were basically like taking turns. Like she left and I flew in. I literally don't know whether to like laugh or cry. There is a very special seat in hell for this man. Like I knew things were bad, but like I really didn't think they could keep getting worse. I just personally don't understand how a human being could do these things to somebody that they claim they love and want to spend their life with and just not have remorse. Like, I'm not even sad about it anymore because I've just accepted this is just who he is. But it definitely still messes with my head because I'm like, how? Like, how did we end up here? How did I not see all of this? How was I missing this? And mind you, Spain was like one of my favorite places I've ever visited. Like I loved it so much, I literally wanted to move there. And he completely just ruined that for me. Like literally had another girl there less than a week before I got there. I just personally feel so taken advantage of by somebody that I obviously loved and cared about, and it literally makes me sick.
See, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. Now, I gotta say this. She is caked up in her face, but you can tell even though she's still beautiful. This guy clearly was a passport bro. A passport bro that had options in Spain. Also a passport bro that had money. Right? I just want to say that. I want to start by saying that. So he's able to fly her out. Now, the woman she had there probably was a woman from around the corner somewhere, right? Because he's used to going over to probably his girl out there. Now, this is the thing, and this woman don't understand. Most women want this guy that's high value.
Why don't Dane and I hang out? We're practically the same guy.
They want a guy, forget the high value argument. Well, that's what it is. They want a guy making 100,000, so on and so forth, right? Don't you think every woman wants that guy? Have you ever thought that? See, but with her, she wants all of the other stuff, the 6 feet, this, and that, which is hard to get. And then and every woman wants him, and she wants him to be faithful. See, a lot of times, that guy knows all the women want him. He's not thinking about being faithful most of the time. Sad to say, it's true, right? And she's on her feelings. But nowadays, you have a lot of women that are saying, you know what? I'll deal with that guy. I'll deal with it.
Like, I knew things were bad, but, like, I really didn't think they could keep getting worse.
But most women aren't. They want the cake and eat it too. That's the eat and eat it too. They want the cake, which is all of those sixes, and then eat it too. He has to be faithful. But the guy is going to explore his options because he realizes it's more to life than just dealing with you. Sad to say.